Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, or evening, whenever you're
watching this.
It might even be during planning week.
We're talking at the same time.
And so what's new?
Exactly.
So we are here to go over with you your instructional and your non-instructional folder. Ta-da! These.
Here's an instructional folder.
We are asking that you listen to this during planning week at the very latest by Friday, because it does go over the information, or we're going to go over the information that's in here quickly, and then you will be informed, and we won't have to take time during planning week to go over it with you. So the folders are exactly the same until the very last document. So it doesn't matter if you're instruct or non-instruct, it's going to be the same.
So why don't I go over this side?
Okay.
All right. So on the left pocket, as you look at it, you'll see that there's the Employee Assistance Program flyer or brochure. This has a lot of great information in it, something to look at. You can get up to 5 free counseling sessions if you need it, and it's all confidential.
And this is really good. There are places all over the county. It's awesome. It's excellent.
So here's something that we're going to go through quickly, but it's super important.
Super important.
Like super important. These are
how important?
Super.
Okay, super.
The Professional Code of Ethics
and
the Principles of Professional Conduct for education professionals in the state of Florida. This is very important, and if you want to know how to behave as a professional, it's in here, and how you should behave ethically as an educator, it's in here. And we're not going to go through and read this, but I recommend that you make yourself familiar with it, because this is how we should be acting, and we can be held accountable, and we are held accountable for this behavior.
And so that means that you are held accountable for it just like we are, and it doesn't matter if whatever your position is in the county, everyone is held to this standard. And also, this is how you keep your certificate. This is how you keep your job. It's how you keep your certificate.
Exactly.
And so please make sure you read all of these, because all the points in here, because we do hold you responsible for knowing it.
That's right. So the red sheet is the Respect and Civility Policy Statement. And this outlines what the expectations are for respectful and civil behavior on our campus. Not only our campus, but any campus in Pasco County. Or
that
any
means
place.
You have to behave.
Basically it means that you have to behave.
Oh, I was talking about you.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah, you too. You're not excluded, big eyes. This, just so you know, goes to our parents also. It's in the Tuesday folder. So this is for everybody. It's for us. It's for you. But it's for parents too, and that's super important.
All right. The green sheet is our new version of the kudos sheet.
Woohoo!
It's called Building Each Other Up. Our mission is to do what is best for every child every day. And if you see someone that's doing something outstanding, you want to encourage someone or recognize someone for their work or effort, to, from, and the reason for, right there. And this goes right along with our theme, which is building better futures. We're building each other up, and we're doing it a little bit at a time, and that makes a difference.
And this will be found in the plastic bin that is attached to the whiteboard at the end of the front hallway. And we really enjoyed this last year. I think everyone did, because it's super important to recognize each other and build each other up. So this is just a sample of one.
All right, and this is an overview, the orange sheet is an overview of employees' social media use expectations. There's a nice little bolded point right here. It says employees in the education profession are held to a high standard. You know, think about the things that you post on your Facebook page, Twitter account, or anywhere online. If it's something that you would be embarrassed if a parent or child saw, think twice and don't post.
And you know, that even refers to if you have a bad day and you're like venting, which we all do, probably social media is not the best place to do that. Just saying.
All right, duty schedule.
Okay, so you will receive a copy of the morning duty schedule and the afternoon duty schedule. And it just lists out where everybody is, and the team will need to make some decisions in regards to buses and cars and who's going out in place and who's taking the kids to and from on each of those teams.
Hey.
So please make sure you check this out.
Can I talk about this one?
Yes.
There's
Why
a
is it
map.
wrong?
Well, no, it's great because I just updated it today, August 14th, and it's got Danielle Bierman's last name on there.
Aha!
The
She'll
most
be happy
recent
to know
update.
that.
She is happy. I told her. I saw her down in the hallway, and I told her. Yeah, Bierman. So brand new map. See
Tells you
you
where
are.
everybody is.
Yep. Speaking of where everyone is and how to get a hold of them, up next is the phone list with all the phone numbers, and they're arranged alphabetically, and it makes it easy to find that way.
So if you have any of these hanging around from last year, any of this stuff, make sure you get rid of all last year's stuff so you don't confuse yourself with it. Then the next document is the lunch duty schedule. So this shows and tells when everyone has lunch and the grade levels, the times, the recess. Remember, recess is 10 minutes before lunch, and who is the duty personnel and who is the backup. What this does not have are the lunch table numbers and where you sit. And we're still trying to figure that out. So,
Working on that.
yeah. Hang
Actually,
on, we'll get
Becky's
to that.
doing a bang up job with that.
She is. She's got quite the eye for that. But I will say we are short on tables. Imagine that. So we are going down to one visitor table for lunch. If they can't fit at that one, they'll have to sit outside because remember, the visitors don't sit at the tables with the kids. And we're going to take the peanut-free table and shrink that down
To a half.
so we can give the other half to Simmons Testoni co-teach.
Yep. All right, what's this?
This is straight from the district. This is the teacher classroom safety brochure. And it was updated slightly this year, and they asked that we give it out. What is important about this? This is kind of like, remember about blocked exit doors and hanging paper from exit doors, hanging paper from ceilings, door wedges in the doors, things like that. It's important. You need to know because we can be fined if these are violated. 90% of the violations that we are written up for come straight from the classrooms. So if you follow these, then we should be pretty good to go and shouldn't have any violations in the classroom. So please don't disregard this or anything else. Please really look at it.
It literally says on here, do not hang bricks over children's heads.
It sure does. Look, number 3. Imagine that. They probably wrote that for
A reason.
a reason. Okay, the next document, lime green. And by the way, you're going to find these folders in your mailboxes. Staff information regarding first week of procedures. So this is, all about arrival and the backpack bans and what we're allowing parents to do in cafeteria. By the way, you are going to be thrilled
BTW.
and you can, BTW, you can thank Emily Barnes for this. We are not going to allow parents to have lunch the first week of school. Maybe it's not a big deal to you guys, but to all of us who work in the cafeteria, it's a big deal. So the first full week of school, parents will not be allowed to come and have lunch with their kids. And the other important thing is, or a lot of it is, parents will be allowed to walk their children the first 3 days of school. And we'll go over all that later. So please make sure you read over this. Again, you're expected to know all of this. The very last document, non-instructional, you have your evaluation. This evaluation has not changed from last year. You still are evaluated on the 8 different domains under satisfactory, unsatisfactory, and not applicable. So please take a look at this. If you have any questions, ask us. If you need any definitions of any of the domains, please come and see us. This is the same as last year.
All right, and in the instructional, the last document is a calendar of the PLC rotation for the month of September. Week 1, week 2, week 1, week 2, and then it's the exact same thing on the back in a different format. Kind of lists it out, so whichever format is easier for you to understand, you'll see that on there.
And it's the EPLC rotation, but then it's also when you have your PLC, because you have assigned days, and you either assign the morning hours or you assign specials during your specials time. So there's really no flexibility in this schedule at all, because we wanted to make sure that our support facilitators, our ESE teachers, were part of your team, and this was the only way to make it happen.
Right.
So there really is no flexibility in this. Same thing, different formats.
All right, there you go.
We think that's it. If you, again, these will be in your mailboxes if you have, with your names on them.
Allison.
If you have any questions about anything in here, please ask someone on your team or ask us. Again, you do need to know this stuff.
All right, thanks, and we'll see you real soon.
Like Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Wow.